give a type of money that can only be spent for a specific number of reasons. And some worry about that state control or whatever. But like in this particular narrow use case, you want to give checks to individuals to get the economy moving again.
Yeah.
So if you think of programmable money that expires if you don't spend it.
Uber, Bitcoin, self-driving cars. Combine those three together and you have the self-owning taxi. A car that is a corporation that owns itself, pays for the car lease, the car insurance, and the gasoline from the revenues it makes, giving passengers a ride, and there's not a single human involved in that matter.
Going to a different economy, and we're going to be learning more about that as we go, but clearly we're learning that things can be done from remote locations. We're learning that technology can replace people even more than we thought.
We're not going back to the same economy. We're recovering, but to a different economy, and it'll be one that is more leveraged to technology. And I worry that that is going to make it even more difficult than it was for many workers.
In Silicon Valley, and my friends who work in technology know that what we did to the manufacturing workers, we are now going to do to the retail workers, the call center workers, the fast food workers, the truck drivers, and then even bookkeepers, accountants, insurance agents, lawyers, and on through the economy. So what happened to the manufacturing workers is a very clear sign.
And so we'll import Chinese-based CBDC technology. So it's going to be CBDC in a box provided to you by the People's Bank of China.
But every stock, every bond, every currency, every commodity, every piece of art, every private business, every piece of real estate will eventually be a token on a blockchain, an entry on a ledger, permanent and immutable. We will have truth instead of trust, and we will save over $7 trillion a year. 6 to 8% of global GDP is wasted by the friction of the trust industry that's necessary when you have dual entry accounting. With triple entry accounting, which is what a blockchain is, we get rid of all of that friction. It's a beautiful future.
Like what you see in China and their social credit scoring systems, right? If we get identity wrong, it could be a tool to enslave humanity. And if we get it right, it could be a tool to liberate humanity. And as an American, I'm obviously rooting for the one that's on the side of freedom.
Bitcoin is an international asset. And also, I do believe the role of crypto is, it's digitizing gold.
I actually believe this technology is going to be very important. Look at it. We have been part of a huge revolution in investing through ETFs. We believe that ETFs will be changing the whole way we invest. Many people still use it as a means, people are investing it for indexing. No, the majority of people who are putting money in in ETFs are active investors that are buying exposure. The entire bond market is being transformed as we talk right now. I believe the next generation for markets, the next generation for securities will be tokenization of securities. And if we can have that distributed ledger that we know every beneficial owner, every beneficial seller, we all have our code of who's buying, who's selling, instantaneous settlement. And think about it, it changes the whole ecosystem.
Chinese bank ICBC has been hit by a ransomware attack, and the U.S. Treasury market, as a result of that, has been disrupted. This, according to the Financial Times. We're getting it more right now with Bloomberg's Sonali Basak. Sonali, what do we know?
Listen, we have the Financial Times now reporting that ICBC, one of China's largest banks here, was hit with a ransomware attack. And remember, they're a very significant intermediary in the Treasury market. The SIFMA has told its members that this has been part of the reason here that the system is kind of clogged up, if you will, during that auction that we saw a little bit before. The attack had prevented ICBC, according to the Financial Times, from settling Treasury trades on behalf of other market participants. A large executive at a major bank also telling the paper that such a large party on the fixed income clearing corp creates major concerns, potentially impacting the liquidity of Treasury markets.
Now, it was not just the poor auction. it was absolutely lousy. And you know, when the dealers have to step in to save a treasury auction, that's a rare occurrence. And
welcome to the Crypto Teacher. And guys, please like and subscribe if you do like what you're listening to. Please inform your friends and family and spread it all over social media. It is imperative that we get back to learning finances and understand how the world really works, because once we understand how the world really works, we understand that it is all planned out. Now, I want to thank those who purchased the books Cryptoteacher and the New World Order book. Remember, the New World Order book shows you how the world really works, and it is definitely time for you to wake up out of that sleep, especially in the times that we're in right now. And 2024 is going to be one of our most entertaining years. We have the presidential election. We have the drums are beating. We have the emerging markets going to be flipping the switch on the fourth industrial revolution. Now, we had the Fed signal rate cuts, but remember, guys, they haven't cut rates yet. So we know the master magicians are about to set up that distraction. So therefore, they can cut rates while we still have inflation. And in the fourth quarter, once the election is over, we know the movie begins. And also, guys, I want to thank those who purchased the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, much love to those who donate to the Cash App, Patreon. Much love. Keep it coming. Guys, if you're not a part of the Patreon, make sure you're donating to the channel through the actual Cash App. But guys, this next Bitcoin and crypto bull run is going to be a utility run. So you want to make sure you have the cryptos that have real utility. And much love to those who are shopping at both stores. Keep it coming. And of course, guys, we get into Bitcoin and cryptos first.
Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel.
And right now, we have Bitcoin and crypto slightly up. Guys, we know CME opens tonight, and it's going to be a wild ride this week. We have futures expiring. We have Trump in the house. And we have Ethereum Spot ETF supposed to launch. So it is definitely going to be a roller coaster ride this week. And who has the mandatory silence this week? That's right, the Fed. We know they're silent the week before the actual meeting, which is July 31st. But we have JP Morgan says a crypto rebound ahead, unlikely to be sustained. And like I told you guys, once this election is over, we know we're going to be on a roller coaster ride for the next 3 to 5 years. And you heard that correct. It's going to be a movie. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, guys, do not forget to pay attention to the actual indicators. We have yield rates were up on Friday. We had the dollar also up on Friday. We have the volume in crypto right now down. We have Tether and USDC. And then, of course, guys, we have the Fed. Repo at $379 billion. On Friday, make sure you're pulling that on a daily basis during the week. And we know the Fed is keeping rates higher for longer and the other major central banks to crush this legacy market. So crypto and the machines can rise. I know it sounds like a movie, but remember, guys, your life is an illusion and TV is your reality. The technology that they have behind this curtain is going to change your life forever. Like Biden has stated, this technology is going to move faster in the last 5 than it moved in the last 50. We're just waiting for the next president to move us over into this fourth industrial revolution. The technology is already ready. Guys, we know this. 10, 20, 30 years, this technology has been ready. Now we're just waiting on that black swan in order to bring it all in. And remember, the Crypto Teacher told you. Now, guys, we have the spot Bitcoin ETFs, BlackRock, Fidelity, and Grayscale were all up on Friday. Now, getting over into a little crypto news. And, guys, we have the big news that these Ethereum Spot ETFs are going to be launching this week. I'm not your financial advisor. This is not financial advice. Please do your own research. But we know when Ethereum moves up, Bitcoin moves up slightly, but we have DeFi and these meme coins really get a pump. Remember, we have an algorithm that's running everything. But then, guys, we also have futures contracts that are going to be ending this Friday. We have Trump in the house, which is going to give us a boost because we know the mainstream media is going to feed off of that. So make sure you're tracking these Ethereum Spot ETF inflows. So I do see us moving up, contracts expire, moving back slightly, and then start to move up. As we know, open interest at the beginning of the month, I definitely see a big bang. We don't have to worry about the Fed in the month of August. The Fed will speak on the 31st. We know they like the markets to look decent. And then we know on the 5th, they need Bitcoin as collateral. So I do see us getting a decent pump if we don't have to worry about any more Mt.Gox news or any selling pressure that's coming in. We definitely should be fine for the month of August. And lastly, guys, we have the movie should be coming to an end. Brad Garlinghouse states he expects a resolution soon when it comes to the SEC. And remember, Jay Clayton is the one who brought on this case. Then we had Gary Gensler take over his spot, who was teaching blockchain and crypto at MIT and then acted like he doesn't know anything and this is only used for criminals when he was speaking about nothing but the benefits and the monopoly that the current banks have on the system. But they needed to use this technology to update their current systems. But when he gets in office, then he acts like he knows nothing. It's only used for criminals. But remember, guys, that was part of the plan. His job was to kick regulation down the road in order to give the emerging markets time to rise. Now they're ready to flip that switch because we hear the drums getting louder. We see the ships getting in position. We see these cyber attacks getting bigger. So as we get more and more distractions, more crises, we know it's all for the fourth industrial revolution. They're just trying to bring in the robots, algorithms, and drones to take the economy over, pay each other with crypto, and the sheep that go inside the metaverse. And remember, part of the fourth industrial revolution is digital ID and social credit. And we're starting to see that play out, especially when it comes to all these illegal immigrants coming to the U.S. Remember, the NWO calls the problem, wait for the reaction, and run in with the solution that they had already 20 years ago, and that's free money. We already see the simulation ran. As long as people are getting free money, they're able to sit at home and do nothing, they're going to be happy. And remember, the crypto teacher told you, because he knows when it comes to the NWO, it's all planned out. But that's all I have for you. Don't forget about the books, Crypto Teacher and the New World Order book, plus the 3 kids books. It's time to re-educate. Also, new to cryptos, Coinbase, Bitrue, Binance. Do not forget book links and crypto links are in the description. The stock channel, guys. Don't forget to go like, subscribe, spread everywhere. You have your Kobo, your chip stocks, your banking, your gaming. While everybody's sitting at home, get on stocks, the Seaver, the biotech stocks. And while everybody's at home wishing, they were still getting that free money. What are they doing? Drinking and smoking weed. Don't forget about those stocks, and you have a wonderful day. The most powerful person in the world is the storyteller. The storyteller sets the vision, values, and agenda of an entire generation to come. Steve Jobs. And guys, you know I truly believe in this. When you look at the New World Order, they're the storytellers. And that's the reason why I wrote my New World Order book. But guys, now it's time to change the current generation. And I wrote 3 kids books. You know I love the Trinity because I understand the power that's in it. So I have 3 books. We have an opportunity to change the generation, to educate, not just me, but I want to show you that I take action on a daily basis. And I want you to take action on a daily basis. Whether it's your job, whether it's in your community, we have an opportunity right now to educate the masses. I posted this on my Twitter account. Please share, but this is a short clip of the 3 books. There's going to be a clothing line and action figures. Please get these books for your kids, nephews, cousins, friends, so therefore we can start the re-education now. Because as we see, the 4th Industrial Revolution foundation is definitely here. Robots, algorithms, drones, taking humanity out the picture. We have to re-educate. But let's get into the video.
Part 1. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save the village. Part 2. King Joshua and Grandma Tam save New York. Long COVID Stories 3. Part 3. King Joshua and Grandma Tam goes to China.
It's mandatory to get part 1, part 2, and part 3 of this series. It's time to re-educate Generation Z.